Hey guys, it's Dan with Adventure Today. Hope you're doing great. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends, especially if those friends are in the market for tires to replace the original stock pieces of crap that are on these Ford trucks. These Michelins, I am not happy with them. I've made a couple videos in the past on them, and I'm here to kind of explain to you how they're treating me now that I've got a dually. So this is a 2020 F350 Power Stroke diesel. I've got just under 21,000 miles on it, and it's been a super reliable truck. The tires actually have been equally as reliable. I mean, no problems whatsoever. Just a lot of the similar problems that I was having and the things I wasn't happy about on my 2017 F250 are clearly present here on the dually. And so first off, when you rotate tires on a dually, the typical recommendation is that you don't touch the rear tires and you just swap the fronts. Some people can get into switching all 6 positions. I've done it. I don't see a huge benefit in it, especially when you weigh the cost of mounting and dismounting the inside rear tires, and then the additional cost to that versus whatever longevity you might get out of a more complicated, more time-consuming, more costly tire rotation. You know, it's most cost-effective just to swap the fronts and you leave the back ones where they are. And from a wear perspective, I don't see anything wrong with this because, you know, after almost 21,000 miles, these tires back here are wearing perfectly. I mean, for what they are. There's no uneven tread wear. There's no cupping across the tread whatsoever. They're wearing evenly to side to middle to inside. I mean, there's no reason to touch the back tires when it comes to tire rotation. Now, the front, on the other hand, I mean, look at this picture. Do you see something that is amiss? Well, the outside tread blocks have got none of the siping that you see on the inside of the tires. Now, I've rotated these tires every 5,000 miles, and here you can see these nice little sipes, which isn't much. I mean, Michelin does not spend a whole lot of money siping these Michelin AT2 LTX tires, but the siping on the outside used to be here, but now it's gone. The outside tread blocks have about 3/30 seconds left, so they are right near the wear bars, getting close to it. The inside, we're at about 5/30 seconds, and I'm actually getting pretty close to a tire rotation here because, you know, you can feel some cupping across the tire, you know, especially when you rub your hand backwards across the tread. You know, when you start to feel that get pretty aggressive, that's a good indication of when you need to get your tires rotated, because you don't want too much cupping to occur and then you need to flip them to the other side before it gets out of hand. That's the way you get longevity out of tires. Well, every 5,000 miles to me is a pretty aggressive tire rotation schedule, and yet I'm still having these problems. Now, when the truck had about 17,000 miles on it is when these sipes started to disappear. That was about 4,000 miles ago. It's just been a really cold, nasty winter, and I have a hard time making this video over the course of the past few months. So, but I'm here today, and nothing has really changed. So, you know, what are the pros and cons to these Michelin tires? Well, you know, they're considered to be an all-terrain tire. Well, you know, trucks from Ford that come with the FX4 package, Ford wants to put what's considered to be an all-terrain tire on their trucks. Now, a lot of all-terrain tires out there that you can buy in the market are pretty loud. They've got really big, blocky, aggressive tread patterns on them. And, you know, they just don't play that well in a vehicle like this. They may be great as your second set of tires and maybe exactly what the owner wants, but from a manufacturer's point of view, you know, they really want something like these Michelins. Well, these Michelins are considered AT tires, but they do not have an aggressive all-terrain tread pattern on them. They're also very quiet, which plays well in things like test drives and so forth. They're very smooth, which also plays well in test drives and so forth. But you know, and they check the box for being an all-terrain tire, but they're more of like a hybrid, in my opinion, between an all-terrain tire and a highway tire. I am not the kind of person who wants a highway tire on my truck. I do want an all-terrain tire, but I don't want something that's overly aggressive. And so, you know, when I go to replace these, I'm probably going to replace these with either the Cooper Discover AT3s or the Continental Conti Contacts. I'm saying that right. AT2s. You know, those are, both of those tires I've had either high reviews or I've had lots of experience with them, especially with the Coopers, and can really vouch for the quality of the tires. So, you know, I really wish Michelin would update this tire. I mean, I completely understand, and I'm not faulting Ford for why they're putting this tire on their trucks, but you know, when you hit that 17,000 mile mark and you're losing your siping on part of your tread, there's a problem there, because Michelin is not using full depth sipes across the tread pattern on these tires like Continental does or like Cooper does and other manufacturers out there. They're using partial tread depth sipes, which means you're giving up traction and grip and safety in wet weather conditions. And so is that something that you want to sacrifice? Well, to me, you know, those sipes should start to wear away maybe at that 30, 35, 40,000 mile mark, not, you know, when you're under 20,000 miles. I mean, it just is a really, really poor design. And, you know, the Michelin name maybe 15 years ago was a great name in tires. I, looked at Michelin's and thought, gosh, that's probably the best tire on the marketplace, or one of the best. And I would never say that today. Not in a million years would I say Michelin is one of the best tire manufacturers out there. You know, I think they do have this name recognition that tends to follow them, but it's something from the past. It's not something of the current. And there's much, much better tires that you can buy out there than these. So while these come on the truck from the factory stock, personally, I would never in a million years ever buy these tires. Not even if they were given to me would I ever want these tires on my truck. There's so many better options out there that are that fit the bill of these tires, being quiet and smooth, but yet will wear longer and provide you better safety, margin of safety, because of just either the tread design or because they're actually not ripping you off because they're giving you full tread depth sipes. And that's my biggest hit on these tires, is that Michelin does not use full tread depth sipes. It just absolutely drives me crazy. So anyway, I'm gonna put some videos at the end of this video to my other reviews of this tire on my 2017. So if you want to refer back to those to get more of a feel for how I felt about these tires over the years, you can. But I'm telling you, the story's the same. They're not great tires. I can't wait to get these off of my truck in the next couple of months and get some actual quality rubber to drive on. So anyway, with that, thanks for being here today. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends, and we will see you real soon. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.